So winter is definitely here. It is getting colder and colder. The snow is now on the ground and I think it's here to stay. I'm mostly done with all the winterization. I got a few more services to do and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I'm at a good spot. I've had a lot of green pins in my map of order. I'm walking in between all the boats now. I'm basically walking inside that map so that I know where each and every boat is. And I'm content. I've done a good job, but I still have a few more things to do. So yeah, instead of talking, maybe we should just start working. But if you didn't know, this is Salty Mechanics. If you like engines and boats on the docks of Norway, this is the channel for you. Let's just go. All right. So when I winterize boats, I don't use my normal tool bag. I use this backpack so that I can easily carry things up and down. I have to work a lot of ladders and stuff. So this is basically the tools that I bring along to do most of the work when it comes to services and winterization. So this is great for taking off filters, oil filters, diesel filters and stuff like that. And this is pretty much the same, only a little bit bigger. And you know, this is stuff you always need. A hammer, just because you never know. And this is one of my favorite tools ever. I mean, I feel like there's nothing I can't do with this. So good to have. And this is a really big one. I don't use this for filters. I use it for taking off lids and stuff, for seawater inlets and stuff like that. Sometimes things is just basically stuck and you need a good tool like this. You always need a knife. And here we have some grease. And here we have a smart little tool for checking coolant, so I can see if the coolant holds maybe 30 minus degrees or 25, so that I know that the coolant that is on the engine is good enough to withstand all the cold weather that is going on here in Norway during the winter. And here we have some more tools. You can basically probably see what it is. I don't know all the names in English. And this is a magnet for when you lose stuff. This is another tool I can actually take off filters with if they're really stuck. This is a very good tool. So you take this chain around the filter and then you just pull all you got. This right here, when you have the right size, is so much better than this. So, but you know, once in a while I need it. So knowing what to look for is really what it's all about. I know that the freshwater system is pushed by a pump. So it's really all about finding it. What I do is I turn it on and then I can listen and see where it is. And here you can hear the pump working. So now it's empty and it's coming from this place right here, underneath the beddings. And it's not placed the same place in every boat. I'm gonna turn that off. So now it's really all about making sure that this pump holds no water. I'm looking at the engine and I know that, okay, I see two hoses here. This is actually fresh water or coolant coming from the engine, which has coolant on it, just like it would on your car, to cool down the engine as it runs, but also to prevent it from freezing during the winter. And that goes all the way to the heater, which is in there. and that hot water from the engine heats up the fresh water which is on the heater, and that's the water you want to use if you want to take a good hot shower. So it's very important to take a look at the coolant that is on the engine and see if it holds the right temperature. Let me see here. I'll put my finger in and then put something on here. It's actually not great. It's 15 degrees. So that means that if you have minus 15 degrees, it's gonna hold, but any colder than that, and it's not gonna hold too good. So I think I'm gonna talk to the customer and see if maybe later on we can change that. It's just so cold now. So I had to change some batteries in that boat because nothing was working, and now I'm freezing my fingers off. You know, I keep holding on to metal all over the place. If it's not the engine, it's the trolley, or whatever you call it, everything is just cold. So I'm gonna go in and have a good cup of coffee.
Krogsrud.
So this is my work car, Mr. Caddy Boy. He's been with me for about 10 years now, and you know, it runs and it's just so reliable, and I just really love this car. So you know, it's important to take good care of it, and now I thought maybe I should change oil on it because it's been a while.
Hva er det du driver med?
Jeg bare bytter olje.
Må du opp med så mye for å bytte olje?
Ja, fordi filteret sitter langt nedi her.
Og jeg for å bytte oljefilteret,
ja. Ja, man gjør liksom det samtidig da. All done with that. I've been thinking about this for some time, and I know that Caddy Boy is not getting enough attention. He's supposed to get a little bit more, and he deserves it. This was not a day spa, but I'm sure he's happy with an oil change and a little bit of attention. So now I'm going to continue my day. All right. Office work, yes. If you've been watching this channel for some time, you know that I spend a lot of time in the office because I do run this company. I think what I do love is the combination in between working outside as a mechanic and then being in here, where I have to focus on deadlines when it comes to taxes. I have to be able to communicate with customers and basically just tumble down that rabbit hole of numbers and emails and customers and all of it, and it's just a universe in itself. But before I continue my afternoon doing that, I thought I could read a little bit more from this fantastic book, Read This If You Want to Be YouTube Famous. It's basically my Bible. It's been a while since I've read anything from it, so I thought, let's do it right now. They have a chapter that says, keep going no matter what. So, YouTube is a long game. You have to be patient. Most people give up because they don't see the results they want in the time they've set for themselves. Failure happens only when you give up. If you keep trying and you're smart about it, learning and improving, you will find your voice, your niche, and eventually success. Alright. But you have to be willing to work for years with no reward. And of course, you can't predict when things will take off into the stratosphere. I am going to be YouTube famous one day, for sure. But not today. And I'm not going to be quitting my daytime job anytime soon. Hopefully you have success wherever you are. I'm going to end this episode right now. Wanted to thank you so much for joining this episode and being a part of the channel and being here with me today. And I will see you next time for more whatever and a little bit of mechanics here on the docks of Norway. All right, bye-bye.
Du ser utrolig mandig ut.
Det det jeg prøver på.
Og alt du skal gjøre er å drikke kaffe?
Ja.